Hello, church family. These are certainly strange times. In my wildest dreams, I thought maybe a super volcano from Yellowstone would erupt, putting our lives in danger, but never did I imagine being quarantined in our own homes because of a virus. I know this season is hitting us all in very different ways. Maybe you've lost your job and are uncertain about your finances. Maybe your patience is being tested daily because you're learning how to distance learn with your children. Maybe your graduation ceremony or your wedding reception has been canceled. You might be single and struggling even more than ever with a sense of loneliness and isolation. Wherever this COVID crisis finds you, I imagine there are some very real and tangible struggles you are facing right now. But I wanted to encourage us all with a passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, in verses 16 through 18. Paul writes, "Therefore, we do not lose heart, even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal." In chapter 1 of this letter, Paul describes an incident that left he and his friends so utterly burdened beyond strength, they despaired of life itself. Paul felt the impact of his suffering, and I think many of us and those we know are currently feeling the same way. Many of us are in despair. Now, by comparison, Paul wants us to see that the very worst suffering experienced on earth is only light and momentary. It's not to downplay or minimize what we are going through. It's simply to offer us a perspective that we often forget. What we are facing in any trial is light and is momentary when compared with all eternity. If you are a Christian, if you've trusted Christ for salvation, you will spend all of eternity experiencing God's magnificent glory and splendor. I'm not sure about you, but my tendency is to pray that God would quickly end this pandemic, that the stay-at-home orders would be canceled, that we could go to a nice sit-down restaurant, a movie, a concert, hug a friend even. Now, those are things I think we should be praying for and longing for, but even more so, I think we should be praying that God grows our faith during this time. That we grow in character, that we learn how to be better parents, better spouses, that we would learn how to find our comfort in Him alone. We should be praying that God would use our difficulties to pry our fingers off the grip we have on our expectations, on our unknown idols. We should pray that He would help us to view our temporary circumstances in light of eternity and to focus on what ultimately matters. So let's be encouraged that this will pass, we'll get through this, and that God can use this time to accomplish in us what He couldn't have done otherwise. Thanks, everyone.